Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the channel. I am your host, Wayne Moore, aka Mortanius. And we are back with some more Subnautica Below Zero. When we last left off, we had picked up a few bits of information, as well as some upgrades from Phi Robotics. Made our way back to base, fabricated a few things and some stuff, and are now in the process of making our next move. Now, there are a few other places we could go, and we obviously know this from the maps we've collected so far. And I'm kind of thinking about that actually, but I'm also kind of wondering if I should just try and find the distress signal to potentially progress things forward. But regardless of which one we decide to do, you folks like what you see and want to see more of me,
Welcome aboard, Captain.
give me a like, follow, subscribe here on YouTube or both. Drop a comment, check out some of my other playlists. Follow the links from my Twitch to get to my YouTube. Follow the links from my YouTube to get to my Twitch. Wherever you folks happen to be, have yourselves a good morning, afternoon, evening, or night. And get comfortable. Let's get into this. Not used to keeping 2 batteries on me. What else am I carrying all of this for? You know what? Yeah, don't bother with that. Don't waste that power. Advanced wiring kit. So I need at least 2 advanced wiring kits. Some plasteel ingot switches, memory serves, enameled glass. Nope. Titanium and lithium. So that's 10 titanium and 4 lithium for the large room. Huh. Okay. Hmm. Oh, that was the shine coming off the box. I'm like, what the hell was that? Alright. I don't remember picking up much lithium. Go ahead and fabricate one of these. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Hmm. Well, that's too bad. So only enough for one. That's fine. Okay. No point, actually. I'd be better off leaving that in the pod, so I don't have to come over there for it. Doubt well, what I will do at some point is go ahead and build a fabricator over there. If for nothing else, then me already having a fabricator built for when I move this base along at some point or another. You folks know that's gonna happen. It always does. Let me see now. Not overly concerned with water for obvious reasons. Those being my food source. Let me see. It's advanced wiring kit, so there's 2 silver for the wiring kit and a computer chip. 2 copper, I mean 2, so yeah, 2 advanced wiring kits, 4 titanium, 2. Okay, don't think I have enough titanium now, so it's fine. I'll just have to collect some as we go. It's not like I need the quantum locker right now. That was just more of a desire kind of thing. Alright, now. Pilot's over there. Ish. Distress call is there. Ish. Where's Delta? Right there. What I'm thinking about doing is trying to find, what's the place? Hey, it's hailing. Copper. The mining, specifically the mining site, material excavation. It's alright. Hey, it's you, Noisy. We remember you. Let's see, no, copper. So Delta's 150 from here. That's not far. So basically, damn. I don't know what it is I'm supposed to be seeing. I can see the tower in the distance. So yeah, it should be right around here. Let me see now. So Delta's here. Phi Robotics is there. So we're facing, since we're facing south-southwest. Okay. So copper should be on the other side of here. Y'all do like to get ideas, don't you, boy? Okay. Should be like right around this area. Oh hell. I think I've come across this exact hole before. Huh. Looks like there might actually be a path in there. Go on and interrupt again. I'm not going until you do. Atta girl. And they say men aren't courteous. Oh shit. I might actually need my sea truck down here. Ooh. Death everywhere. One second, folks. Audio's a bit loud in my ears. I'm hoping I'm not blasting y'all. Be awesome if you let me know if I am, though. Interesting. Yeah, I need my truck. There's too much down here. Huh. I think I came across. No, I didn't. Because that section I came across, there was eruptions happening. Oh, that's limestone. Okay. I'll go ahead and check this one though. You can't get me. I'm not having any of it. Alright, I'll just use that other entrance that I had found. Go up, get some oxygen, and then get to the truck. Get to the chopper!
30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
Or just get to the truck. Either way. But since I'm here, why not cheat a little bit? Real strong lung capacity. This chick's got real strong lung capacity. It's almost as if she didn't go back up for air for a second. Yep, that's what I figured. Trying to stay out of his way, and I'm smacking into stuff. Huh. What is that? Oh. Never mind. Thought I had spotted something. Oh, I kinda did. What is it? I think that's another egg.
Warning.
Nope.
Passing 100
Rock grub.
meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
Rock grub. A small luminescent scavenger roughly thumb-sized, this creature may be a distant relative of the sand shark, sharing that species' unusual limbs, segmented exoskeleton, and burrowing behavior. Gotta love the little connections and offshoots to creatures that we come across in game and in like real life. Say, oh yeah, birds are dinosaurs. Yep. Jaw. A circular set of teeth is designed to tear up clumps of coral and seagrass caught in the rocks. On the rocks. Okay. Limbs. 5 legs, 2 arms, and a large flipper allow the rock grub to cling to and walk across rock surfaces in search of food and swiftly swim to safety while under attack. Green luminescence. Glowing green in the dark would seem like a poor survival strategy, but this adaptation may be a mating behavior or other specialized process engaged in by only a fraction of the total population at any one time, or perhaps being eaten is simply part of the rock grub's lifestyle. Assessment. Harmless. And drowning. And burning. That last part. Alright. I'm not gonna argue with you about my capabilities, game. This is happening and you're gonna get over it, okay? What the hell was that? Oh. Did I hit one of them sea monkeys or something? I love gods. I may have. I may have. Oh. Well, never mind. Welcome to Kappa, ladies and gentlemen. This is a different way to get down here, but it works. That's the way we should have got down here. Oh, all right. Okay, cool. Rubies. Red featherfish.
New creature discovered.
Red featherfish. The red featherfish is a deep water variant of the more common featherfish. Its coloring helps it blend into the deeper and darker waters where there is less red light penetration. As a result, red and black fish are less visible to predators. That is so interesting how adaptations will literally happen based on where you are, just for obvious reasons. Oh, you're in the dark? Well, you don't really need your eyes, do you? Yeah? Yeah. Like how in, oh, moon pool. Cool.
Signal location
I had no
uploaded to
idea where I would
PDA.
get... Dude, what? Sea truck dock. Okay, cool. I had no idea, damn. That completely threw me off. That moon pool is... Oh yeah, I had no idea where I would be getting the moon pool from. I didn't actually expect to see that down here. Don't I? Yeah, I do. Okay. But it's like how in Elder Scrolls 6 you have the... What is the Falmer? The snow elves. And they're blind because they're underground. But only because they're underground. And have been there for so long that they still have their eyes, but they don't have a need for them.
New creature discovered.
Triops, one moment. I have a pain in my chest, and I can't breathe. Triops, an effective bottom feeder with unusual trioptical vision. Nah, I figured it just looked like that because it wanted to be the belle of the ball. ×3. Mouth parts on the underside hoover up and crunch down on small invertebrates on the seafloor, spending much of its time hiding from predators above as it is camouflaged to blend in with the surrounding terrain when necessary. Forward-facing eyes are unusual in prey creatures, not least three of them. Each eye, however, is angled slightly outward, which gives the triops a field of view of almost 240 degrees. Not bad. Careful use of this powerful faculty is likely what has kept the triops alive to date. Assessment. Edible. Cool. Now, I see another one. Didn't grab me one a minute ago, did I? Didn't think I did. Yeah. Nope, I did. So one of y'all can go. I need my inventory for more useful things like diamonds, baby. Well, things are gonna have to happen real quick. Hey, Feather. Hey, Rocky. Why does that look like nickel? Builder. Okay. Floodlight. Thought I had that. Apparently not.
Warning. 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
Understood. I'll see your 30 seconds and raise you a sea truck. Now the problem is that I'm at 139 meters and I don't know how deep this goes. But I want to say I'm going to be going past crush depth. I may have to come back. Man, but I don't want to yet. I'm over here finding diamonds, and it's exactly what I need for the modification station for the depth module. Right now, for the depth module. Matter of fact, that might be what I want to just go ahead and do. For the moon pool, okay. Jesus Christ, okay. For the modification station as well, I'm in trouble. Not to mention now, since I've got, I believe, what I need for the modification station. Huh. Did I pass it? Yeah. Kind of. Yeah. See, I've got it there, all of it. That means I should be able to get a better oxygen tank as well. That's
Warning.
interesting.
30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
I never caught that. I'm underwater, but my temperature was lower because of how cold it is in here. It is so interesting how water can separate itself like it does. Like, listen to that. There's thermal vents and geysers and volcano lava tubes going off everywhere. But in this room right next to them, it's basically, look at that, 1 degree C. It's cold as hell in here. Don't want to lose anything I've gotten so far. Oh, that's not what was supposed to be happening. Now, we have things like this.
Maximum depth reached. Hull damage
Yeah.
imminent.
Yeah. See if I can sit at 150 and leave it be. Nope, 150 is the mark. So really it's 149, understood. Yeah, I'm gonna have to come back. But I gotta do some stuff first. Like, for one, wait a minute. I don't need to have pushed you down. Pull you up to 148. Such as, we have things like this, which lets you know the prawn suit's coming back.
Warning.
200
Passing
meters.
200 meters. Oxygen efficiency greatly decreased.
Precisely. So I've got to hurry up. Oh shit. Didn't expect to see that. Did I never find that down here? Or did I never find that? Same thing, okay. And oh, time to go. Ish. Come on. There we go.
Warning. 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
I think that was another one. Nope, no, that was not. Okay, I do not see one. Time to go.
Warning.
Can't this thing go
30
any
seconds
faster?
of oxygen remaining.
Oh man, okay. I hope there's a rebreather in this one, because Jesus Christ.
Oxygen.
Yeah, we gotta go. That's irksome in more ways than one. I mean, this won't entirely help me. Nope, actually no. Oh, come on. Come on, sweetie. You can do it. You're an asshole. Okay. We'll do this vertically. Apparently we won't. Okay. So I'll take the long way and you take the short way, and there's some song about seeing each other in the morning. Yeah, I need that. I need all that. Oh. Well. Hell. It's fun.
Warning. Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
Alright.
Warning. 30
Picked
seconds
up
of
quite a bit of
oxygen
gold.
remaining.
Also picked up quite a few pieces of silver. If I really so chose, I could make that quantum locker. But it is gonna be expensive and large. And mind you, the quantum locker, until you use it, is just a locker. Or rather, until you build another one, is just a locker. And even when you build another one, it is just a locker. They're just transferable between lockers and all that. There we go. Whoa, 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 whoa. Don't want to hear it. No, I never want to hear it. So we make the depth module. I don't remember how much that'll give us. Is this where I usually find diamond? I legitimately don't remember. Like I said, I've played a little bit of this, but not a great deal. Played enough to get, I think, a couple other things. I think the modification station, obviously. A depth module or two. Beyond that, no. Since I'm doing this, I might as well charge my cell. Till I actually make more spots, there's no point in me trying to make another power cell. Oh, my inventory's full. Whoa, 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 whoa. I didn't say whatever that was. It is what it is. It's cured, okay. I'll go ahead and store these fish. And yeah, you can store fish alive in containers. You don't have to actually eat them or turn them into something.
Seek fluid intake.
Yeah, I know. That's weird. They actually let me take that power cell despite the fact of having no inventory. I'll leave that in. Use it as I'm going back and forth. Swap it out before I leave. Alright. That's what I need to get, is table coral. Oh, it needs lead and glass. Damn. Okay. Need 2 of these, yes. So I need at least 1 more piece of quartz. I believe I have copper wire. But if not, I know for a fact I got a bunch of copper, so. Huh. That was weird. You were the 3rd one, right? Right. Huh. Oh, it must be in my actual base. Might actually be time for me to go on the table coral hunt.
Seek fluid intake immediately.
Actually, it's a good time to go ahead and eat.
Vital signs stabilizing.
Aren't they, though? Matter of fact, you have time on your hands, yeah? Yeah. Time to upgrade its range again. If I have magnetite, I don't think I do. I don't think I have any more though. Here's hoping I won't need magnetite for anything else. $450 meters. There we go. Not bad. There we go. Find me that table coral. Stat. Okay. It would have been funny if they made it to where you kind of run into fish and whatnot too. You obviously wouldn't be able to hit them that hard. But then I think about it now, and if they did something like that, they'd have to make it to where you took damage in case you collided with larger fish at high speed, let's say. Yeah, baby, yeah. Okay. Didn't get any more lead. I'll go ahead and use that and turn the other one into an actual titanium ingot that I can store. Oh, hell. Actually, hold on. I didn't even think about it. Yes, sir. Okay. So I've got that as well for the next phase of my evil plan. Lubricant and lead, huh? Alright, got my sea truck upgrade for the first time, or not the first time, the first of many. Lube, lid, and that's it. One lid and one lube. Hate that I even need to use the word lube. It hits the brain wrong. Thought I might have had table coral. Should be able to just make lube out of those seeds if I don't have any built. I'm just checking to see if I do. Huh. I could swear. Okay, so we go from 150 to 300. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Alright, well. Looks like that's what it is then. If I remember right, it's from the seeds. But I'm not gonna lie, I'd rather go collect more instead of just use the one I'm already sitting on, because I'll probably need more. Yeah, it's just the seeds. Before too long. Yep, here's the creep vine now. Yeah. Right, but we're not though. Alright. I will go ahead and eat this shrub nut. Damn, I'm still kind of back where I was. I can let go of the health pack as I pollute the waters. I can do that, right? Peter, you cool? Peter, you cool? Now we will be going back to copper, but there's no real point in going down there at this exact moment. Only because we won't really be able to do anything. Hence, that's coming across the prawn suit thing. That's probably more like personal collectibles, but if I'm going back down there, I might as well like go down there kind of thing. The only reason I did that is because I planned on going down there. But since all these discoveries and things and stuff and other things happen and take place and go somewhere and manipulate things, you know how this stuff goes. Yeah? Yeah. We're a slave to our own nonsense, folks. I can't help it. It's not my fault. I'm an insert astrological sign here. This is gonna answer a question. Tis gonna answer a question, and it looks like I'm getting half that answer right now. Yep. There's half that answer. Alright. Alright. Now, the other half. That's what I needed to know. 1.8. I need lithium for that. A luxury, to be sure. But, since that's done, got my moon pool, so I've effectively got my vehicle dock. Still, it makes me wonder. There we go, C-Truck dock. Docking bay for C-Truck plus any attached to my... Oh, wow. High power and structure requirements. So I can dock it. Okay. That's a cool. That's a cool. Because one thing I remember when you... Because... Yeah, okay. So, I think I did find one module or two. I may have mentioned it in a previous episode. But whenever you dock with this, it automatically decouples those modules. Alright. Before I progress onward, what's needed for the vehicle modification station? Damn it. Alright, I'll start to install it if nothing else. 3 titanium. A computer chip. It all comes back to table coral. It always does. Excuse me. Alright. I mean, I probably got plenty of titanium, but I'm not trying to bother with that. Hopping all over the chests and whatnot. So, I'll hop out here, see what I see as I get my table coral, because remember, I need that before any of this even matters. Titanium is for some other stuff later. Matter of fact, I don't need the quantum locker just sitting up there like that. It's literally a luxury item. It is of extreme use. Don't misunderstand me, but it is a luxury tool. First and foremost. I should look for some titanium so I can make a couple more lockers, among other things. Alright. What the? Alright. Copper. Well, you better not have a fear of depths. You're in trouble. Thing is, that's most humans. No. 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 No.
Warning.
Not if I can help it.
100 meters. Oxygen efficiency
Yeah.
decreased.
Okay. Decrease that efficiency. I've got things to do.
Warning. 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
Now, them's the numbers I'm talking about, children.
Oxygen.
I agree. And no, unless the actual sea glide is submerged, it does not function underwater. I mean, does not function above water. You have to outright be submerged. I don't know if you can cheese it to where you're slightly above water, but for breathing, but below enough for the sea glide. Real life scenario, yeah, definitely. Same time, I would prefer to see what's trying to eat me, or if I'm about to run myself smack into a giant mouth. Like how they say whale sharks aren't dangerous to humans, it's true. But that gaping maw, regardless of how dangerous a whale shark is to humans or isn't, that gaping maw is death. Get stuck in there if you want to. Alright, that should kind of do. Kind of do. Yes. Kind of. Check these three.
Warning. 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
Where's the truck? Rise as I search. Search as I rise.
Oxygen.
Yep. Oh, shit. Oh, this might not go well. You can do it. Made it. Alright. That should do. Now, what I should do is go on a titanium hunt. Alright. Now. Nope. Made that mistake again. Oh, did I not reinstall that power cell? That's funny. That explains why I have so much power going. That is a sound, boy. It literally sounds like something from Star Trek. That was weird. Oh wait, did I grab it though? Yes, I did. Oh, right, gotta make the computer chip. Gotta make at least 2 and still had copper wire left over. Which I do, but point is, I might as well go ahead and make another thing of copper wire. So I'm not having to bother, and I at least make room in my inventory. Damn, I should have shut that off. Hmm. Okay. Need at least 2 titanium and a cube for that. Damn, I need titanium for that, right? Well, all that table coral ain't gonna help me at this moment, is it? Sure is pretty to look at on my screen. So much blur. So little nonsense. Alright. Huh. Didn't bring a copper wire in here. Oh, did I not? Okay. Oh, I'm not carrying it. Huh. Must have used it. Didn't think about it. That's funny. Nah. Yeah. Because either way, I'm going to have to go back. So I'm not trying to bother like that. Alright. Hmm? Got turned around for some reason. That's kind of funny. Probably get rid of that hatch since I now have my moon pool. Don't actually need it. Alright. Wrong button. Alright. Oh, sorry about that, folks. Let's see now. Sure, let's be a little long-winded. Or I guess a little short, long-winded. The question. And I'm still seeking the answer. Yeah, I'll go for the yellow stripe. More of an unusual color for me, but hey, a yellowish green, but alright, interior, I'm gonna keep it all the way 1000. I don't want you to be able to see what my interior looks like. Not you as in you, I mean you as in sea creatures. I don't need you being able to spot me in the dark. I need you to assume I'm just another shark or a fish or whatever that has no desire to be dealt with in any way, shape, or form. I'm just here doing my thing. Well, we'll stick with the white in terms of the name. Yeah, well, yeah, well, we'll go from there. See if it actually screws it up any. Yeah, I'll take that. Good question. Why? Because we seek answers. A great many. Now, you of course got your sea truck upgrades. Depth module Mark 1. If you didn't make it out of the fabricator, you can make it here. It's funny, I thought there'd be more right there. But that's alright. Okay, gotta get an ion cube. A diamond. I think I stored the other diamond I had. That or I had used all the diamonds I had. That may have just been the case.
Seek fluid intake.
Yeah, it's looking like that was the case. Sorry about that. Oh, Ezreal. Welcome to the chat, man. And it's alright. I understand all too well about not being able to really pop up. It's too bad about you not feeling well, though. Know how those days can go. But again, thanks for stopping by the stream. But honestly, if it's best for you to rest, man, rest. I'd rather you not getting sick watching me. Let's see now. Okay. Gonna need something to drink here in a minute. Or something to eat to quench my thirst, I guess I could say. Oh, okay, this is kind of down there. It wouldn't be so bad, but I was looking straight for titanium and not for limestone. Oh, that's titanium I dropped. They're playing that game. Well, I mean, hey, I ain't complaining.
Warning. Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
Nah. I would never have guessed that I was going to start having oxygen problems down below 100 meters. Oh, okay. You just threw up and you're still dealing with the after effects. Yeah, yeah, those after effects. So how do you like the pressure on your chest, your throat, and the subsequent headache? Fun, isn't it? Enjoy that taste in your mouth for the next 2 hours, regardless of what you do about it. Lead, that works out. I actually need more of that. And lithium, severely. Wasted my time using my scanner room to find titanium. Had I looked for sandstone, this would have been solved, but... Okay, let me see now. I needed the titanium, but why specifically? Oh, because I needed ingots
30
for
seconds
something.
of oxygen remaining.
I have to look at that in a second. Huh. Well, do you have like a sort of sickness that disrupts your temperature consistently and leaves you bedridden, or like what? That's kind of what it sounds like, man. Not trying to pry, but you kind of put the info up there now. Now you have people wondering.
Vital signs stabilizing.
Oh, you caught one of the COVIDs. Yeah, I've been hearing about a lot of that long COVID and it disrupting bodily functions long term and whatnot. Interestingly enough, I kind of think I might have caught it as well early on. And I mean, like, when I say early on, I think I had caught it before it had even hit the news about there being something that had crossed the waters and whatnot. A couple of family members went out to a what was it, a football game down in Texas, came back and they sort of spread it, or at least we think that's what it was, to us. Stayed away from other people, but beyond that, I mean, okay, see, yeah, I don't know how to make these, but yeah, beyond that, we were lucky enough to get over it, you know, bed rest, liquids. It helped drinking stuff that was warm, Theraflu and the like. We've I think we were the ones that were kind of lucky enough to rebalance out. Because at least as far as I know, I'm not carrying any long-term problems. Again, and that implies if that's what it was. Because like I said, we had it and we had like got rid of it a couple of days before you even started hearing on the news about this mysterious thing known as COVID. Mm. That's why I was harvesting titanium, was for the quantum lockers. Okay. Mhm. Yeah, that's what I was saying. I had heard about a lot of people like being really, really bombarded with it pretty bad to the point where some outright couldn't move, which was one of the worst things because you had to be able to move in order to be able to fight it. And a lack of motion was what actually killed a lot of people. What? why it's like my fingers are. I click twice and it's like my fingers click 3 times. Or like my button is recognized 3 presses. I can make another sea glide if I so chose. Alright, where are those cubes? Nope. Oh, okay, I'm like, where are you? Okay, so I need both cubes if I want to make 2 of these. Oh, okay. So it sounds like you kind of ended up with like the tail end of the like long-term symptoms where it just lasted and wouldn't actually give you a break. Yeah.
Seek fluid
There
intake.
were a few cases I had heard about that, but nothing extensive. Nothing like with large numbers of people. So, yeah. It really doesn't surprise me. Especially when you consider the fact that a lot of those people who had it that bad did not make it. Wait, I can only make 1 locker doing this. That's fine. Oh. Actually, no. You know what? Yeah, you stop that, and you find me my lamp. Yeah, there we go. There's my limestone. Rather not use the mineral detector, and there's no point in it. I need to be close by. Okay. Get a save out. It's been a while. Oh, okay. So you actually wanted to sleep, and there were times you couldn't because of it. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me either. It is something else how effective this COVID is. But when you consider the fact that it came from a lab, regardless of what country that lab was in, it's not really surprising. Yeah, something like that. Your only real recourse is to drug yourself, to knock yourself out, or to somehow like will it, but or just to deal with it until it finally lets you. That's where it's so bad. You can be in so much pain. It's literally possible to be in so much pain that your body will put you to sleep as a defense mechanism because it's too much. But if you're 0.0000001% away from that percentage, oh well, enjoy being awake. So is it as fun for you as it is for me watching you go through this? Say, well, I mean, if you were in just a little bit more pain, stub your toe or something. Could solve that there problem for you there, guy. What did I do with the other advanced wiring kit? Or did I use it? I think I may have used it. I did not. So then I've stored it somewhere, or I didn't make it. I don't think I made it now that I think about it because I made a bunch of computer chips. Yeah, that's what it was. I didn't make it, made a bunch of computer chips and went from there.
Seek fluid intake immediately.
Uh-huh. Understood.
Vital signs
Ice cream so
stabilizing.
good. Ice cream so good. Yeah, they would know how to make a virus more effective. Not to mention, you have people whose job it is to learn about viruses. Virologists is what they do, and it's like, well, yeah, how could you not learn? But at the same time, it's all a bunch of recipes for disaster. Okay, is there anything else I want to do before I do this? 'Cause doing this, I don't know if I'm gonna keep that. No, I'm not keeping the quantum locker on me. So yeah, I'll just fabricate this one and then. Well, no, I should be able to fabricate the second one with the advanced wiring kit. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Might as well make use of it. What I like about this one, it has thrusters. And yes, those thrusters are active on land. And no, they don't hurt. Now they probably are supposed to, as logistically or logically rather, but they probably just made it to where in game they don't. But you could also use this on land and it will float, just as you see. Let me store a bunch of this extra stuff. Keep a locker within a locker. And that was, yeah, okay. About time to grab a bottle of water and take it with me. If Iron Man's suit worked, most of our eardrums would probably burst. Oh, you mean because of how fast he goes and flying in areas where there are civilians creating sonic booms and whatnot? Yeah, I could very easily see that. Very easily see that. Nope. Okay. No backup batteries. Yet. Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. But he's probably come up with an idea to deal with that actual blaring noise. I mean, it's Tony Stark. We wouldn't be able to hear his rock and roll if he didn't do that. We've got to be able to jam with Iron Man. Oop, oop. All right. 'Tis time to go find a distress signal. Oh yeah, I have no doubt the logic of his world allows for quite a bit of nonsense. It is the Marvel universe after all. Oh, it looks like a storm is a brewing. Yeah, yeah. Boy, it's really kind of looking like 4546B really should have had itself a hole in one bar. Don't quote me on that. I have no idea what those taste like. It's just weirdly I've been seeing those commercials a lot here lately. And this 300 meters is gonna be gold. 150 meters was painful, but at least I had the ability to function. Yep. Yep, you're emotional. I understand. Roar, gar, arg. Yeah, and again, it is possible, especially when you consider the fact that a lot of the lore does say that the DC and Marvel universes do have some weird rules depending on what's going on and who's doing what and who's where and when. Not to mention all of the rewrites and retcons and restarts of the universes, especially in DC. Oh. That egg looks familiar, but I don't know if I have one. I might, we'll see. It really does look familiar. Okay, so SOS, huh? I'll say this much, I am glad that they do still teach these people things like SOS. Morse code and whatnot. That is very good. But it makes you wonder, if something is using Morse code, is it using Morse code because it knows that we use Morse code, or is it using Morse code because... Oh wait, hold on. Actually, is it using Morse code because it uses Morse code and it's more universal than we might think? Uh-huh. Yeah, I was wondering about that. I'm heading deeper and I'm like, hold up. I do not think I can, I don't think this is that deep. And I don't think I can really afford to go too much further. Not in this thing. Hey, hey. Another egg. There's a couple of eggs. Alright. Force field. Right. I always did like these little force fields. If this one functions the same way. Let's see. This is gonna hurt, but it is what it is.
Sanction power critical.
Hello? Is someone there?
In a manner of speaking, we're running out of time.
Didn't hurt as much as I thought it would, but the doorway isn't very big either, so. Huh?
What is all this?
Seeking emergency storage medium.
I can help you better if you show yourself.
If we could show ourselves, we would not need storage.
You mean you don't have a physical presence? Are you one of them? An architect?
Storage medium identified.
We will be lost unless we find a new host. Can you help?
Can you use my PDA for storage?
You are not with the group from before. Your cybernetic components bear their signal.
Altera? No, my equipment is, borrowed.
It will have to do.
My cybernetic components? I have cybernetic components? Okay. Alien robot. This device is of alien origin, although its design is relatively simple. Purpose. Its low threat level is at odds with the advanced technology apparently available to its designers, suggesting it was intended more to patrol alien facilities and repair damaged infrastructure than to deter invaders. Excuse me. That's interesting too. Because of the size of this thing, it would be able to get in and out of extremely small spaces. It reminds me of the Keepers from Mass Effect. And the reason why I mention it is because there's probably nooks and crannies to this whole planet's this planet's nature, just by its very nature of being a world, but also the little areas that they've carved out to make little bases and tech and connect cables and places that go on miles, like the one that we found earlier in prior episodes. And it's like, you have to wonder how deep these things can really go. Are they waterproof? Are they capable of dealing with extreme pressure? They're small, but they're made of material. I don't think that's just basic metal either, but who knows. Design. Despite its simple design, this construction is quite elegant in its minimalism. 4 electromagnetic legs allow it to traverse floors, walls, and ceilings with reasonable speed and appears to be replaceable. Internally, there are very few moving parts, rendering this construct energy efficient and resistant to wear over time. A rechargeable ion-based power reserve ensures it continues to operate. And remember, this thing, these people had to have been gone for at least 3,000 years. And these spider things are still running around here. At least 3,000 years. Oh, it's alright, man. I saw you had to step out, but you know, we all have to from time to time. It is what it is. I really do hope they make like a whole series of Subnautica games. This being the second one, honestly, I do like it, but like, this is one of those series I wouldn't mind seeing for like another 4 or 5 games if they do it right. If they do it right. So I have cybernetics. Did my sister have cybernetics? Did the character you played as in the first game have cybernetics? I'll tell you straight, I have no desire in my life, in my real life, to have cybernetics. I don't. I plan to die as much of a normal human that has not been enhanced in any way, shape, or form as possible. And the enhancements I gain, I want to be natural, that I have earned. Nothing more, and definitely nothing less. Or rather, nothing less and definitely nothing more. Need them cubes, boy. Need them cubes. So now I've got my 2 quantum lockers.
How long have you been stored here?
Longer than hoped.
Warning. Sanctuary power critical.
Our data can be downloaded from the terminal. We may speak more once the transfer is complete.
Yes, okay. Hurrying.
We are the Borg. Lower your shields and surrender your ships. We will add your biological and technological distinctiveness to our own. Your culture shall adapt to service us. Resistance is futile. I get issues when I see cubes. Alright, here you go, buddy.
Storage medium accepted. Brace for transfer.
brace.
Brace.
What's happening?
Transfer. Transfer
Well,
complete.
didn't that look fun?
How do you feel?
Why do you sound like you're inside my head?
The facility identified hospitable capacity within your cerebral cortex.
You are in my head? I offered you my PDA. Get out!
Oh no. Does your kind perceive a boundary between cybernetic and organic components?
My mind is not a component.
You sound angry. We will allow you a moment to process.
Don't you go silent on me. Hello? This is not happening. That's the explanation. It's not happening.
So you're upset, huh? Well, get over it, and I'll allow you that moment. But look here, I'm going nowhere. Okay, cool. Don't make me start your mouth to talking and your legs to walking. Architect Containment Cube. While advanced human civilization has attempted for centuries to develop successful whole brain emulation techniques, it appears that the architect race has built a platform for accomplishing this holy grail of life extension technology. I have no desire to be uploaded to the cloud. Physically, the containment cube appears to be comprised of a redundant array of quantum holographic storage layers, supporting a hyper-dense capacity of 35 bits per electron. You read some of this stuff, and it's like, what fingers / pies are we messing around with down here that we can come up with such plausible sci-fi that it legitimately makes sense, and then we actually work off of it? And setting aside the possible conspiracy theories, if you look at most of the stuff we come up with during sci-fi, most of it tends to pan out. It doesn't look the same, but most tends to pan out. That is creepily interesting and impressive at the same time. But see, you say it's not really you, it's just memories of you. I would say that buddy in your head would argue. Who are you to tell me I'm not the real one? I've lived for over 5,000 years. You lived 6 months after the project was done. But you died at 35. You really gonna argue with me on this? I've seen stars collapse. Are you really gonna argue with me on this? Which one of us is more real? Yeah, you were here first, but your plan was to transfer yourself to continue on. You succeeded. Goodbye. Now, it's always possible that they legitimately managed to do it. But again, I have no desire to be roaming around the internet. And then that would be an argument. And then think about it. You yourself, your younger self, is inexperienced, right? But this person has argued with kings and queens and galactic dictators. They have caused entire sectors of the galaxy to rise and fall by their own words. Good luck having an argument that you'll win. You might get lucky and pull some "you've grown too big so you've forgotten some things" kind of perception, but more than likely that's a fight you're gonna lose. He knows, your future self knows what you can do. Your past self only has assumptions. Says physically the containment cube appears to be comprised of a redundant array of quantum holographic storage layers supporting a hyper-dense capacity of 35 bits per electron. The energy field that feeds the suspended animated cube Also serves to power the operating software, allowing the intelligence in storage to maintain consciousness throughout the storage period. Once the stored consciousness has been transferred out of the cube, the component parts will become inert. Without witnessing and carefully observing the backup process, it is difficult to ascertain how the transfer works and whether or not the process is truly lossless. And then there's that. Did you transfer everything? If you transferred everything, did you transfer things that you in your conscious waking thoughts had forgotten? Things that you had best left in your body? Secrets that you had intentionally wiped away from yourself to make sure others didn't come to harm? Who knows? My first thought, I'd have to believe him. If I legitimately met somebody from the future, there's a perspective I lack. Who knows what happens to me? I meet you and then I ignore you, but before you left, you warned me that in a couple of days, aliens are going to invade and I'm going to be one of the people captured, experimented on, and what they do not only alters who I am, but it alters my lifespan.
Passing 200 meters. Oxygen efficiency greatly decreased.
1
We
second.
understand this arrangement is undesirable to you.
You're not real. Go away.
To go, we require a suitable body for transfer.
Why do you keep saying we? How many of you are there?
One of us and all of us. We do not think of ourselves as individual. Distinct.
Why don't you start by telling me who you are?
You may append your seed code to my species designation. Please call me Al.
My whole life I've been dying to meet a sapient spacefaring alien up close, and you're telling me your name is Alan?
Is it insufficient?
No, it's fine. It's perfect. Where are you from, Alan?
Your kind calls us architects.
The precursor race. But what are you doing here?
That is a long story. Perhaps you would prefer to focus on the construction of a new storage medium to which I may transfer.
Yes. Fine, absolutely. How do we get you out of my head?
I have added the information to your data bank. You will need to find the necessary components.
Any idea where I can find them?
It is unclear. I have been disconnected from my network for so long I cannot locate the coordinates.
Interesting. I'll have to look at that communication here in a second. But again, it gets into the thought process of me potentially being captured, and the person I speak to, my future self, or that could be my future self 30,000 years from now, having lived a life where they no longer age, they heal rapidly, mental issues are somehow no longer a thing, but there's still problems. I couldn't really ignore what it is they have to say to me as much as I might want to. Very easily I could be led into a trap, but at the same time, as frustrating as it is, I've been warned about the future. And the second you do any sort of time travel, the second you do any kind of warning, the second you even look at the future, if you have the ability, it's changed. Your awareness of it has already changed it. There's no way to avoid it. Oh yeah, I've heard things like that too. Some of the stuff that they potentially come across down here might be poison to them. There's even a theory I came up with while I was in high school, how we have so many carbon emissions and whatnot, CO2, smog and all of that. The oceans are becoming more acidic, fish are dying. You never know if all of these things that's happening might be perfect conditions for some other life form that might be poison for us. It might just be right up their alley. Honestly, I've never really thought about if I could have a single wish. I don't know why. I think I've never really been that kind of person. If I could have a single wish, and I think it's just because it's too easily to get distracted with that kind of thought. Because it's like, if I had a single wish, what would I be? What would I do? What would I get? Okay. Now, It's a wish, so it's something that's not only something I want, but it's hard to get. And if it's hard to get, well, is it me saying I wish, but it'll never happen? I'm having a conversation here. Thank you. Is it that it'll never happen, despite the fact of me wishing, or is it could happen, but I need to put in the work? And that's more of a, I wish I could do, so what can I do to reach this point so that my wish actually works? But again, I've never really been distracted by like wishes like that. Plus, as a kid, you gotta understand, I grew up with like a lot of Disney stuff and like a lot of TV and all of that. So as a kid, seeing stuff like Aladdin, where you have Aladdin 1 and the genie's like, okay, you made a wish. No, I didn't make a wish. Yes, you did. You needed to be very specific. Oh, so if I make a wish and I word things wrong, everything could backfire. But if I word things right, stuff can still backfire. So, what do? It's best for me to make my move, and I'll leave the magic to you. One hell of a rude fish. Let me see now. Where was it? Oh no. Oh shit. Okay.
We understand this arrangement is undesirable to you.
You're not real. Go away.
To go, we require a suitable body for transfer.
Why do you keep saying we? How many of you are there?
One of us and all of us. We do not think of ourselves as individual, distinct.
Why don't you start by telling me who you are?
You may append your seed code to my species designation. Please call me Al-An.
My whole life I've been dying to meet a sapient spacefaring alien up close, and you're telling me your name is Alan?
Is it insufficient?
No, it's fine. Perfect. Where are you from, Alan?
Your kind calls us architects.
Precursor race. But what are you doing here?
And that is a long story. Perhaps you would prefer to focus on the construction of a new storage medium to which I may transfer.
Yes. Fine, absolutely. How do we get you out of my head?
I have added the information to your data bank. You will need to find the necessary components.
Any idea where I can find them?
It is unclear. I have been disconnected from my purpose for so long I cannot locate the coordinates.
Interesting. Why is it every advanced race needs to be a hive mind? You can't just be by yourself? Like Jesus. And then he says he uploaded the information to my data bank. But you also said that you didn't really disconnect the things that y'all did. Or that, yeah, see, does your kind perceive a boundary between cybernetic and organic components? So did you upload that to my PDA or my brain? Because I highly doubt you're going to want people just running around making architect bodies. Got a question. If you just say a person from the future offered you a solution to one of the world's many problems, which one would you choose to solve? Hard to say. Because you then get into like a lot of meta concepts. Like for instance, rebreather. Yes, baby. So you solve cancer, okay? You solve cancer / all disease, but more than likely there's only 2 ways to do it. Drugs, or 3 ways. Drugs, wiping out the disease, or genetic manipulation. None really sound particularly wise. You wipe out the disease, it's like, okay, perfect. The disease is gone, it's no longer a threat, until somehow, some way it pops up 30,000 years later because permafrost in Antarctica is melting. Just like we have the ice in Antarctica melting. And this past year alone, we found something like 100,000 different viruses. That is horrifying. So then you get into wiping out the disease on so wiping out the disease is showing up later and you having no defense against it because you haven't come across it before. or haven't come across it since. Your immune system has no idea what to do. No, no, we're doing this now. Glad we had this conversation. So you wipe out the disease, you deal with that problem. You medicate the disease just as we already are, but then you deal with the problem of superbugs because now viruses and bacteria are becoming resistant to antibiotics. They're becoming resistant to cleaning products like bleach and whatnot. Genetically manipulate the species, okay?
Fluid intake.
Who knows what those manipulations of the species will actually do? We have CRISPR, but in truth, we know nothing about what it is we're doing. We can't say what that stuff's going to do to us in the next 3 days, let alone the next 10,000 years. And that's primarily what you think about in terms of genetic manipulation. You're not thinking about now. You're thinking about the generations that you'll never even conceive of because you're solving long-term problems. But who knows what those manipulations might do? They might literally turn us into no longer being humans. They might give us levels of aggression our species has never known. They may make us extremely docile. Why am I overthinking this? One question, or one reason. Because everybody who has to make those decisions, they have to overthink it too. It's horrifying and irritating. It's kind of one of the reasons why I tend not to let my brain go to places like that. Because if I go, I'm going. But the easiest and quickest way, hunger. It's very simple. When you're hungry, you don't have time to think about luxuries. You don't have time to think about mental health. You don't have time to think about doctors and when am I going to get this next paycheck. Your stomach is your stomach is deciding to defeat your back. Your stomach is boxing with your spine. The stomach is in the process of deciding whether or not you still need kidneys or if the stomach needs more room. When you're hungry, you're easily distracted. People get frustrated when they're hungry. People get weak when they're hungry. It's hard to sleep. It's literally hard to focus. Or was it 3 days without water, 3 weeks without food, something like that? And these are fatal numbers. So yeah, starvation. Simple. So long as you don't get into the deeper aspects, very simple. But if you want the deeper aspects, well, we have GMOs all over the place, and those are helping nobody. Nothing else to say, old school? You've been roaming around my skull. You've seen things I've done and places I've been. So far, nothing else?
Vital signs stabilizing.
Yeah. Is the temperature just dropping here? Not in the game. For some reason, the temperature just dropped around me. You mean like if the world gained 10 times the amount of resources? A little hard to say. Because there's more than enough resources to go around for the human race now, and a lot of us are starving. It's crazy, but we have simultaneous epidemics of starvation and obesity. There's more than enough resources. So the only thing I can think of is if all the other places got excess resources too. Like if the whole world just got blasted with a bunch of extra stuff. I don't know if we know what to do with it. We want to be smart, but I don't know if we know what to do with it. Yeah. We will be able to get quite a bit. We would save quite a bit. We lose quite a bit, but Like we'd freak out first. All this stuff, what? Let's party, you know. Oh, I'm like, is there a leak in my scan room? I have 1.8 resistance to my depth. I shouldn't be having these problems. I don't. What the hell was that? Oh, I just happened to catch the frames off the right side of the screen, so it looked like the water was like a shift in the world or something. What is that over here? Kind of. Everything would get cheaper, but that would also mean that, because you said all around resources, so that also means that that a lot of people would end up with a lot more money too, and a lot more money would decrease the value of a dollar. That's why the government and whatnot don't just print money willy-nilly all over the place. It would literally make a dollar useless. So we'd have to start trading and stuff again. Things would get cheaper, but that was before people realized that there's a lot of money that they have that they didn't. So we probably have like a week, maybe. Okay. Let's see if we can see these architect pieces. Oh, damn. Oh, okay, but he doesn't know how to put them together. Right. Okay. I guess we'll have to figure that out as we go. Wiring kit, fiber mesh, and silicone rubber. Okay. Sorry about that. Oh, food, grain, and oil, and all of that stuff. Yeah, things would get cheaper, but the only reason that they get cheaper is, well, the obvious reason, everybody has a bunch of stuff. Hopefully you wouldn't get those crazy people who feel like everybody's got a bunch of stuff, so let's go steal it and make them pay for it again. There's always those weirdos. Rebreather conserves oxygen when diving deeper, absorbs and recycles CO2 into breathable air.
The rebreather facilitates extensive free diving by recycling air more efficiently at significant depths. Breathe the freedom.
Breathe the freedom, huh? I is free now. Good, good. That means we'll never hear that warning about passing 100 and 200 meters anymore. Oxygen efficiency is going to maintain itself permanently unless we take that off, obviously. Sorry about that. Anything I want to do before I close out? Really need diamonds. Really need diamonds. Wonder if my scanner room has a scan for diamonds. I need plasteel ingots for that. Definitely be making one of those long, large rooms at some point. I just need lithium. So yeah, there's no point in that. Just need to find lithium. Wait, what? No. Uh-huh. Same exact spot. Weird. Oh, was that because I found two things that both directed me toward the signal? Hmm. Okay. Well, that's done, so I'll leave those unmarked. Might want to come back to it at some point. Mm. So yeah, we'll be heading back down to Copper once we're done here. Yeah, my fault. I know you basically wanted to post up and relax. You wasn't exactly trying to go to class, but I'm one of those kind of people. You spark me on certain topics and we'll have a conversation about it. So start at your own risk, my friend. But yeah, in terms of the overcomplication, it's literally just because life is overcomplication. Right. Forgot that it does that sound. I'm like, what? Yeah, I'm good now. I don't need anything else. I do want that sea truck dock eventually, but I don't have any more modules, so there's no point to it. Not right now. Needed diamonds for the modification station. Bioreactors long since been installed. Got the thermal reactor blueprint, and there is aerogel in this game. Okay. So yeah. At this point, the only thing I can see us doing for basic progress is going back down to Copper. So let's go. Oh. Well, folks, it's going to be the end of episode 5 of Subnautica Below Zero. If you folks like what you see and want to see more of me, give me a like, follow, subscribe here on YouTube or both. Drop a comment, check out some of my other playlists. Follow the links from my Twitch to get to my YouTube. Follow the links from my YouTube to get to my Twitch. Wherever you folks happen to be, have yourselves a good morning.